Welcome back. They say my money is my private affair. Don't come near it. Just enjoy the fact that I have a big house, I have a good car. Perhaps you can be jealous about it, but hey, don't interfere. But as we move along, it's becoming absolutely serious for us to know, how did you build that big house? How did you get that good car? Mr. B,
Yes.
we're talking about this social audit.
Yes.
That ought not only to target public service officers in terms of the financial,
Yes.
financial service and all that.
Yes.
But it should start from the top persons. And we're talking
Yes.
about the president,
Yeah.
the deputy president.
Yeah. We are going to do also all the CSCs
Cabinet secretaries.
and the PSCs,
Absolutely. In fact, I'm thinking,
principal secretaries.
Mr. B, wouldn't it have been very powerful
Yeah.
for the National Treasury, Cabinet Secretary Henry Rotich,
Yes.
to actually declare his first?
Yes.
And then now say this should go on.
Yes. It's good what he has said, but we must put it very clearly to Bwana Rotich. You start declaring your wealth. Let the social audit start with you. And let those guys who are going to conduct social audit be first be scrutinized by the public openly and interrogated until the public is sure that these guys are beyond reproach. And then we go to private sector.
Private sector.
Because the way corruption works, it's not like we think the only corrupt people are people working in the public sector, working for government and so parastatals and that kind of thing. Corruption doesn't have such boundaries. This is why last time we discussed even corruption in the church, corruption every institution. That we must understand. And so in the private sector, the way corruption works is that you say this is a contract of the government, from the government, but private sector is the one that is going to supply goods. So they say, you take half, and myself, I take half. So we have seen the same phenomenon, that somebody is hired as CEO of a private company. The same thing you are saying, within a short time, a house. Then you find he has bought also houses for, what do you call them, mistresses.
Concubines.
Yeah, he has bought them each a house, each a house. I mean, even private sector, there is that type of thing. And so we are saying it must also go across the board. All the CEOs of companies in private sector, they must, until it becomes a culture that even Mwakazi, who has one little car, small car,
Absolutely.
and the wife has small car,
Sure.
then he starts to say, okay, I want to declare these two Toyota cars, because it has become a culture.
Absolutely.
Not,
And it's normal.
not anybody now even forcing you.
Exactly. I just come declare,
Yeah.
this is what I earn.
Yeah. So that is a very important starting point, but it will only be taken seriously when Rotich comes and says, I am ready for social audit. President comes, I'm ready for social audit. Deputy President, I'm ready for social. CEO, we must congratulate Bob Colemo.
Wow.
Because he said he wants voluntarily to declare.
Setting the pace.
Setting the pace.
Wow. Wow.
That is the way.
We've spoken about in the religious circles, because now this really
Yes.
connects to the people,
Yes.
the person on the ground. The reality is, for quite a bit of time, there
Yes.
has been this concern that
Yes.
Pastor so and so
Yeah.
is flying high,
Yes.
yet the congregants
Yeah.
are literally drowning
Yeah.
in the river of poverty.
Yes.
And the big answer is, God has to bless the shepherd
Yeah,
so that
first.
the sheep can see
The model.
the model. So how can social audit come here?
Yes, that's where social audit is needed. I remember a time when they start saying, "Oh, now so and so has gotten a Range Rover, a Shepherd."
And
And
it's
then-
not bad to have a Range Rover. I
It's
mean,
not bad. I would
Absolutely.
like to drive.
Sure.
I love good cars, more cars, to
Absolutely,
be
yeah.
honest. And then every pastor was, until I get a range, you would think they are talking of a small mulima, like Mount Olive in the Bible, a range.
it's a range.
Is Range Rover.
Mm.
Then they said, now we want to see who will have the helicopter now first.
So it's not even about the Range Rover now, it's
Yeah.
a helicopter.
Yeah. And you find those people are living so comfortably. And I remember one in my time, when the tithe is given, it's not taken, say, by into an institution. He carries it in a bag. And I remember one time he invited some of the people there to join him at Hilton. That time Hilton was the place. And his family and some few friends. And as we were dining there, I was thinking about, number of people. They were told to bring, said, you bring the whole salary. And I remember one particular individual who brought the whole envelope of the whole salary. And as we were going home, he was telling me, could you lend me money to go to Machakos?
Oh my.
Eh? And my mind was like, here we are dining there in Hilton. And this guy was asking me to give him money because he was going to see his parents in Machakos.
Right.
And I gave him some money, which he has never paid back up to today. But you see, church, we must have, Archbishop Wabukara,
Social audit as well.
social audit.
Wow.
All his bishops,
Social audit.
social audit. Then Akina Bishop Rai
Social audit.
and all the charismatic, these big guns in the charismatic movement, social audit.
That's a revolution.
Yeah,
To literally change.
yeah. So SWTV,
We're pushing this agenda.
you need to say now,
Mm-hmm.
let's make appointment with Wabukara
Mm-hmm.
for social audit.
Social audit. We're
To
covered.
persuade him.
Exactly. And
start
it's
it off.
goodwill, knowing that
Rai, who is in the coast and is very famous, I'm not saying they have done,
no,
but I'm saying social audit.
social audit.
We come to the bishops, Methodist bishops, Anglican bishops. Catholic, I don't think they have much, but they can do.
Social audit as well.
Yeah, for us to see.
Social
they have,
audit.
They don't have.
Mr. B, you raised a concern, and I
Yeah.
really want us to come back to this. Who is going to conduct the social audit?
Yeah.
Who?
I think.
What are the parameters?
I think the way people are known, no doubt, people are known, and all these people who have been even in church, they are people you found have been honest.
But, Mr. B,
Yes.
when we're talking about the social audit,
Yes.
I'm just a bit concerned.
Yes.
Where do we draw the line
Yes.
between what is true
Yeah.
or just for the public ear or eye?
You know, even if you start by saying to declare yourself, fine, it's a step.
There is still a bit of a fear.
Yeah.
Social audit, good idea.
Yes.
But, Mr. B, the reality is there are people who are constantly checking. How much does Mr. B have?
Yes.
And if we know he's hitting that billion mark,
Yeah.
then he becomes a target instead of a bank.
Yes.
There's also that fear. If somebody asks you, how much do you earn?
Yeah.
How much do you make for a month?
Yeah.
It's difficult because there is still lack of trust.
Yes. You know, we cannot be driven by the fear. When you come to issue of moving forward, even when you decide to move forward, it's a risk.
It is a risk.
Like now, you know, I decided I'm going to tour all 47 counties,
Wow.
promoting the idea of trees for birthday and urging counties to help rehabilitate young people who can be used as a labor force for watering these plants and continuing. And you know, I have started the first week now. My committee,
Yeah.
where you also sit,
The
they
exercise.
said you must do
Be
serious exercise from now to June.
Because cycling across the 47 counties, it's hard.
Riding a motorbike 47 counties is not a joke. So, but you know, after I started now I have done this exercise for 1 week. It's 3 times. But I could not, every part of my body was aching. I think even brain was aching. Everywhere.
Right, the pressure,
Yeah.
risk.
Yeah. So something would have gone wrong where I could have fallen unconscious, you know, and there is chance. So we are taking risks all the time.
Wow. So the fight against corruption continues, and we want to get deeper and deeper until we can one day say Kenya is indeed a corruption-free country. And it is possible. And definitely we will see it. We'll see our children going to school, good schools, quality education being offered. We'll see quality service being offered by the different service, public service centers. So definitely we need to start this movement, and we have made a commitment. The social audit continues, and it will start here, you and I taking part and saying, I declare my wealth. I earn my money honestly, and it's purely because I love this country and I want to see it develop. Let's meet next time here on Friday with Mr. B, where we challenge all of us to be at the very center of our purposes in developing this country. See you next time.